The next set of genes that is involved in the metabolic reactions is basically going to be the vitamin D receptor gene. So the vitamin D receptor gene is one that is involved in the synthesis of protein that helps vitamin D attach to its receptors. And vitamin D is such an important vitamin. It's almost like a hormone that it is involved in thousands of different reactions. So we don't have optimal level, and if our vitamin D is not working properly, then we are going to be at risk of developing all kinds of different diseases. So there are people who keep taking vitamin D and their levels don't go up. About 80% of the population is actually deficient in vitamin D, partly because we just don't have enough sun exposure, and also partly because we just have so much inflammation in our bodies that it ends up driving the vitamin D low. So if our vitamin D level is low, of course we can supplement, but then if we are still low and if we're still not seeing the benefit of taking the vitamin D, we can do the genetic test to see if we have a polymorphism or mutation in the vitamin D receptor gene. And if that is present, then of course we can do additional things to overcome that polymorphism and change the expression of the gene. The next gene that is very important metabolically is the gene that is involved in the conversion of ALA, or an omega-3 fatty acid, to the other forms of omega-3 fatty acid, which is DHA and EPA. So when it comes to omega-3 fatty acids, there is ALA, there is DHA, and there is EPA. And most of these are derived from seafood or fish and animal sources, but then plant sources also provide us with sufficient amount of ALA. So people who are plant-based diet or who are vegans, they are going to get most of their omega-3 in the form of ALA. ALA is a very important omega-3 fatty acid and basically gives us all the benefit that we need from the omega-3 sources, but then it is not very good at crossing the blood-brain barrier. So the brain benefits are not optimally achieved with ALA alone. So what this means is that if we are plant-based or we are vegan, then we need to make sure that our DHA and EPA levels are also maintained. And if we have a genetic defect in the way that we are not able to properly convert ALA to the other two omega-3 fatty acids, then we maybe should consider taking a supplement so that we don't run low in those two important omega-3 fats. So that is as far as the metabolic genes are concerned, or genes that involve the metabolism, which are heavily tested and are actionable. But of course, there are many additional genes. For example, there are obesity-related genes as well.